Tonight on CTV News, CSU alum and energy entrepreneur Michael Smith donates $13 million to the university.
Then we take a look at a class that is teaching dance students how far they can go around the world.
This plus weather, sports, and entertainment, all starting now.
Thank you for joining us on our last newscast of the semester, Fort Collins and CSU. I'm Aislinn Carrillo.
And I'm Bailey Lakey. Well, Aislinn, we're finally here. What did you learn this semester at CTV?
I honestly learned so much. It was really nice to get some experience in front of the camera and meet all of these great people here.
I completely agree. This was my second semester here at CTV, and it's just been incredible to see how much I've gotten to learn as a reporter. CSU announced today that Michael Smith, a renowned oil and gas energy entrepreneur, has made a $13 million donation to the university, completing the funding needed to finish the natural resources building named in his honor. Michael has business roots here at CSU. He was a chemistry major with a minor in mathematics. He graduated in the 1970s and is also the recipient of an honorary doctorate of humane letters from this university. The $13 million will be used not only to finish the natural resources building, but create over 60 scholarships for departments spanning from business to chemistry and geosciences. Some of the donations will also be used toward the new on-campus stadium due to be here next year.
It's an all too familiar sight here at CSU. Flashing police lights, ambulances blasting their horns, and paramedics rushing to a scene. But have you ever wondered how often these emergency responders have to visit CSU? According to an estimate by CSU Public Relations, they visit CSU 1 to 3 times a day. Their data taken between February 1st, 2015 to February 1st, 2016 reported 323 ambulance visits and 571 fire engine visits. 76% of those visits were due to medical calls. 7% of those calls were caused by a fire alarm being pulled, and only 2 of these incidents were malicious activations, meaning someone pulled them as a prank. However high these numbers are, they have decreased over time.
This week, the ASCSU Department of Health and other groups on campus came together to present Mental Health Week. Throughout the week, students were given the opportunity to talk with people about the available mental health resources on campus, learn about the new service, You at CSU, and participate in fun activities. Students could take a break from studying and de-stress by coloring, playing with Play-Doh, make glitter globes, and much more. Ultimately, the goal of Mental Health Week was to get people to talk about the stigma that comes with mental illness, realize that mental illness is more than just a diagnosis, and learn how to support loved ones who deal with the mental illness.
We really wanted to provide resources to students because it does get stressful. May is actually Mental Health Month, so we really wanted to not only provide options for students as they kind of get to a very stressful time in their lives, but also know that we're providing resources and helping reduce that stigma around mental health.
CSU is having their annual alumni dance concert this Friday and Saturday at the UCA. And to accompany the event, they held a dance technique class that featured an alum that has danced all over the world. Rich Lugo began studying martial arts in Westchester, New York at the age of 4. After a decade of training, he became involved in dance, including ballet, jazz, and hip-hop. He earned a bachelor's in dance at CSU in 2009 and has choreographed 14 pieces in a variety of different styles. The class allowed the esteemed dancer to share some of his knowledge in the world of dance and showed the variety of paths a dancer can take. Tickets can still be purchased online to see the show this weekend.
The whole week is designed to bring in former students of CSU's dance program from clear back, I think as early as early 2000s for sure, that we have students here or former students here. And I just think it's a great opportunity for our current students to see the different choices that our dance majors have made.
If you've been inside the Morgan Library, you've probably seen posters advertising free 3D printer and scanner training for CSU students. Over the past few years, the CSU's Idea to Product Lab has offered training on devices that allow you to print or scan a 3D object instead of just a simple image on paper. The lab is student-run and works on various projects. During training, students from the lab teach people safety information, how to use the printer and scanner, when and where they can go to print and scan objects, and where to buy required materials. There is a 3D printer and scanner available in Morgan Library that anyone who has gone through the training may use. There are no more scheduled trainings for this semester, but you can get in contact with the I Did 2 Product Lab at 970-491-5259 to set up a session.
We've been offering it since the lab has been started, which is 3 years old, but it's gotten much more formal. Recently, we're trying to make everything standardized and formal. It used to just be you come in and you show someone how to do something and hopefully they have a bunch of questions, but now we sort of have a more formalized process.
3D printing is so cool, and it's awesome that we have it here at CSU. I might have to try it out sometime.
Yeah, I was in a lab yesterday, and it was really neat to see the scanners and printers in process. They print the 3D material just from scanning in a blank object, so it was really neat. Nicole Conklin is up next with your final weekly weather forecast.
You just never know what you're going to get in Colorado.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. I'm Nicole Conklin, your weather anchor for this lovely Thursday evening. We have our live cam up here at CSU, and it's lovely outside. We have a beautiful overcast sky. We had scattered rain showers throughout the day, a lot of cloud coverage because of that, but it was still lovely. It's pretty cold, however. Tonight, the temperature is going to be about 44 degrees, going to drop a little cooler to the 30s here in Fort Collins. However, it's going to be clear as the night continues, so keep tight, it'll be nice, and we do have a chance of rain as the night continues. The winds may pick up around 7 miles an hour. Looking at the state lows on the western slope, we have a 29 in Gunnison, pretty chilly, 27 in Telluride, but we have a warmer 41 in Grand Junction. On the eastern plains, we have a 42 in Lamar, 33 in Lyman, 36 Burlington, mid to low 30s there on the eastern plains. On the I-25 corridor, we have a 39 in Pueblo, pretty warm considering the rest of the state is a lot cooler. 31 in Colorado Springs, 32 Denver, and a 33 in Fort Collins. We are just 1 degree above freezing, so definitely bundle up if you're going out tonight. Tomorrow is going to be pretty chilly as well. I recommend bundling up. Western slope, we have a 47 in Gunnison, we have a 38 Telluride, 43 in Vail, but we have a nice warm 57 in Grand Junction, one of the higher temperatures in Colorado tomorrow. On the eastern plains, we have a 50 in Lamar, 36 in Lyman, and a 40 in Burlington. Again, I would say mid 40s for this part of the state. I-25 corridor, 47 in Pueblo, we have a 36 in Colorado Springs, 35 Denver, and a nice 41 in Fort Collins. We are pretty warm compared to the rest of the area. Now, Friday is going to be pretty chilly here, though, so still want those sweaters. 8 a.m., about 36 degrees. We're going to see some snow flurries and a lot of cloud coverage. Around noon, we're going to have that snow turn into rain, and it's going to be about 39 degrees, so we won't see any freezing issues until the nighttime. Around 4 p.m., we have a 70% chance of rain, 42 degrees. Definitely want to keep those rain boots on. It's going to be pretty cold and very wet tomorrow, but that's Colorado for you. We do have a winter-spring storm warning for us. However, it's not going to be too severe. On Friday, we do have a 100% chance of snow. Definitely expect to see those flurries. We have less than an inch, so nothing to be worried about. However, it is going to be a snow and rain mixture, so there is freezing warnings as the night continues. On Saturday and Sunday, we only have a 50% chance of that mixture of rain and snow, but still want to be on the alert. It's going to be cold, not getting above the mid-40s over the weekend. Definitely going to want to stay bundled up. However, looking ahead on our 7-day planner, we do have a high of 43 tomorrow with that snow. It's going to stay at high of 43 on Saturday. Sunday, it's going to drop a little more, 42 degrees. However, finally Monday, we're going to see some more sunshine, a little bit of cloud coverage, however, about 52 degrees. But as the week continues, Tuesday is a nice 64, getting even warmer on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll have a high of 79 degrees. Definitely keep focused with finals coming up, even though I know you'll want to enjoy that nice weather. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. This is our final CTV show of the semester, and I loved every moment of being your Thursday night weather anchor. Up next is Double Trouble with Grace and Rachel, and they have the update in the Ram sports world.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Thanks for tuning in to our first Double Trouble showing of the semester. We're sure glad to be back. I'm Grace Reeder.
And I'm Rachel Vigil.
Good evening and thanks for tuning in to Double Trouble. I'm Grace Reeder.
And I'm Rachel Vigil. Good evening and thanks for tuning in to Double Trouble tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. I'm Rachel Vigil.
And I'm Grace Reeder. Good evening, Rams. Double Trouble is reunited and we are happy to be back. Thanks for tuning in to Double Trouble during this spooky Halloween week. I'm Grace Reeder.
And I'm Rachel Vigil. Thanks for tuning in tonight. The Trouble is back in Double Trouble, and I'm Rachel Vigil.
I'm Grace Reeder.
Hey Rams, thanks for tuning in to Double Trouble tonight. We have a great segment for you.
Good evening and thanks for tuning in to Double Trouble. As usual, I'm Grace Reeder.
And I'm Rachel Vigil.
Good evening and thanks for tuning in to Double Trouble. We have quite the show for you tonight. I'm Grace Reeder.
And I'm Rachel Vigil.
Good evening and thanks for tuning in to Double Trouble. As Sierra likes to say, we're Grachel. Good evening and thanks for tuning in to what might be the last Double Trouble show ever. If you're confused, I'm the live Grace Reeder.
That's so sad. We've come such a long way.
I know.
And I'm Rachel Vigil.
The Mountain West Tennis Tournament was moved to a new time and location due to the weather. The Wyoming versus CSU match was moved indoors to the Fort Collins Country Club at 5 p.m. today, where the Rams lost. This was the first round of the tournament, therefore Wyoming will be taking on UNLV on Friday at 2 p.m. for round 2.
And we're throwing it back again this week on Double Trouble, this time to last year's NFL draft. 2 Rams were drafted last year. Offensive tackle Ty Sambrailo was drafted in the second round by the Denver Broncos, and quarterback Garrett Grayson was picked up by the New Orleans Saints in the third round. The 2016 NFL Draft is taking place right now in Chicago, and the Rams have 6 players hoping to get drafted this weekend. Most notably, wide receiver Rashard Higgins. He will likely go in the third round.
The Colorado State men's lacrosse team is headed Friday to the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference Tournament. The team heads to the tournament with a 4-1 record against conference opponents. The Rams will play BYU in their first game, and they've already defeated BYU this season at Hughes Stadium.
I'm sure they're going to be out for some vengeance as well. They're going to want to beat us and take back, win back after that loss earlier in the season. So they're not going to roll over for us, so we got to show up and put the work in to win.
Well, that's all the sports we have for you tonight. From Double Trouble, thanks for tuning in all semester and have a great summer, Rams.
But make sure you don't go away because Entertainment with Courtney is up next.
Up here, there's something that makes the remarkable an inspirational thing. taking our work with this out of the lab and putting it into these all over the world.
Chasing tornadoes from the shadow of the Rockies.
A special sensitivity that revolutionized an industry.
All of this in a great Colorado town. It's an exciting place to live and learn!
Colorado State University. Inspiration happens on higher ground.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
I'm Courtney Fromm, and I have your entertainment news for tonight. Happy last Thursday of official classes, everyone. If you didn't notice, I wasn't here to be your entertainment host last Thursday. I decided to make a very last-minute decision and go to Coachella in Indio, California. I brought a GoPro with me to do some entertainment research.
Gave you the key when the door wasn't open. Just admit it. See, I gave you faith, turned your doubt into hope, and can't deny it. Now I'm all alone and my joys turn them open. Tell me, where are you now that I need you? Where are you now?
There was a lot of depth overall to the musical festival, and there was music there for everyone. And with about 6 different stages, and I was definitely happy I was able to go and experience it and get to be in the 90+ degree weather for a few days. Way better than the snow we're having, and it's like almost May. As you can see, joined here, I have Nicole Coughlin, who's gonna interview me about my dogs.
Yeah, so tell me, what are your dogs' names?
Well, this is Snickers, and this is Twix, and they're our pups of the week this week.
Oh my gosh. How old are your dogs?
They're older, so they're my childhood dogs.
Oh.
I grew up with them. I got them like 3rd grade, so Twix is 12. Okay. She's a little old lady, and then Snickers is 13, she's like hiding back here, but they're my babies, and they were able to come down for their last show. I was happy for that.
That is so cute. So what kind of dogs are these?
They're both Shih Tzu mixes-ish. We got her from a breeder, and then we got Snickers. She's a little mixed mutt of some sort, I guess you could say, but she's sassy. You're hot, little sassy Sneeho. And then Twix is calm, as you can tell. She just kind of sits still. Yeah,
Do they have any like favorite things like toys, treats?
No, Twix loves cheese and any sort of treats. Huh, Twixie? Twixie, you love treats, huh, baby?
Oh, cute.
And walks, but Snickers, she'll eat. You can tell by her stout size, she'll eat pretty much anything.
And you were telling me one of them only likes to drink out of water bottles?
Yes. Backstage, everyone was having to deal with Snickers if you picked up a water bottle. This is her right here. It's a little hot with the lights, I think, and she was only wanting to drink out of the water bottles that were everybody else was drinking out of, because she thinks she's a person and she deserves that. Huh, girls?
And they're so behaved on set. That is so awesome.
It's really awesome. When they were younger, my parents were able to train them and get them to be able to not have to go on leashes or have collars or anything like that. They're pretty well mannered, huh?
Do you like take them shopping or anything?
No, we don't take them out that much, just because with the older they've gotten, it's gotten a little bit harder. But and plus they're kind of heavy to carry around, so we keep them.
That is too funny. Do you take them to the dog park or anything?
No, they're not very social either, but they go on a walk every day. But yeah,
that is so cute. Thanks for letting me interview, because last time you interviewed me and my corgi.
And your little Winnie, huh? Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm really happy that my doggies were able to come, and I appreciate them freeing up their schedules for the last show of this semester, because I've gone so many through Pups of the Week, and I wanted to do my own little guys. So even though it might be snowy this weekend, summer is right around the corner, and that means school's out. And when we return, I'm going to sit down with all the beautiful anchors on tonight's show and to see what their plans are for this summer.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft. To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
I'm counting down the days until my last final so I can get some fun summer break plans going. Since none of us are graduating quite yet, what are your guys' plans for the summer?
Well, I'll start. I'm actually studying abroad in London for a couple of weeks this summer. Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
What about you?
I'm going to California and spending some time with my family, so I'm really excited about that.
I'm going to Ireland, then France, then Italy.
Okay.
So doing some traveling as well.
The agenda.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you, Grace?
I'm going to New York for an internship at Entrepreneur Magazine.
Oh, you're going to have a blast.
Yeah, I'm
doing that.
excited.
And then I'm staying here in Denver and enjoying the sun and hanging out with my friends.
Awesome. Cool.
What about you, sister?
I haven't decided yet, still waiting to hear back about some possible internships, but that's kind of my plan all over.
Very nice.
It's been an awesome semester with you lovely ladies, and it's hard to believe that this is our last show.
I know.
I feel like it's just like flown by.
It went by so fast.
So fast, but it's been fun. And very quickly, we'd like to give a shout out to our CTV advisor, Mario Caballero. He's been a part of CTV for over 20 years, and last week he announced his retirement. Congratulations, Mario, and thank you for all that you do. We could not put on the programming we do without your guidance, and most of all, your patience. Enjoy it, as you well deserved it. We will miss you so much. As for all of you CTV viewers, we appreciate you tuning in every week for the last couple of Thursdays and Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And we plan on seeing you next fall. Enjoy your summer, stay safe, have fun, and relax and enjoy it. Thank you for joining us tonight. Good night, Rams.
Good night.